Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time again for Tarot-Scopes, and we're going to be doing the Tarot-Scopes for the sign of Libra. I will be using my Arcanum Deck, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the astrology. We do have a Mercury retrograde this month. For you, Libra, that would be your ninth house, correct? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Yeah, so that's your ninth house. If you're undergoing any sort of legal stuff, legal things happening, it's important that you check all your facts. There can be some misunderstandings. There could be some delays. Long distance travel might be an issue with Mercury retrograde at this time for you. The sun, of course, is in Taurus until the 20th. And for you, that is your eighth house. So there is an examination or an illumination around your shared resources, issues around tax, issues around money that you may get through, somebody passing away in the family, things like that, your shared resources. It's a good idea with the sun moving through Taurus that you sort of look at that stuff. You don't want to assume that the people that you're in relationship with always have your best interest at heart. Not to say that they don't, but you can't take it for granted. And the sun in Taurus will help you to sort of look at that. And then when the sun moves into Gemini, it moves into that ninth house, illuminating some of the perhaps issues that you may be having with that Mercury retrograde, as far as what any kind of legal matter. So you need to be very careful about what you agree to, what you don't agree to, what's being said. Make sure that what's being said is the truth. We do have a new moon in, actually we have a new moon in Taurus that happens the day before. That's the last day of April. We have that new moon, but it sort of goes along with that. Mercury moves into Gemini, but then goes retrograde on the 10th. It doesn't go direct until the 3rd of June. So you're not gonna all those miscommunications will be an issue. Simply what that means is you just have to double check what's being said. Dot your I's, cross your T's. The details matter. Jupiter is going to be moving into Aries this month. And for you, that is your house of relationship, Libra. So there may be somebody new may come in. The other thing that Jupiter does is Jupiter frees us. And going into that seventh house for you, if there is a situation or relationships that you've been thinking that maybe the time has come for you to sort of move on from that, Jupiter moving through that house will help you. And Jupiter's there for most of the rest of the year. It does retrograde back into Pisces for a little while at the end of the year, but for the most part, it's going to be in that relationship house. It's also an opportunity for you to make new relationships, business relationships, romantic relationships, or whatever relationships. Let's see, is there anything else I want to say? There is a full moon lunar eclipse on the 16th. That's at 26 degrees of Taurus. Scorpio. The sun is at 26 degrees of Taurus. And we have Mars trine that. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of emotional energy. Mars is in Pisces trining that. The axis of Scorpio and Taurus for you is the axis of your resources and your shared resources. So there can be something is illuminated through that. So again, you just really have to be careful about your relationships, especially those concerning where you share resources with someone. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards, the Tarot-Scope, as it were, for Libra. Venus is in Aries too, so you have Venus and Jupiter in that house this month, and then Venus moves into Taurus later in the month. Let's see, did I write when that happens? I did not. I have notes here. I can't see. Hold on one second. I'll let you know. Oh. Okay, Venus moves into Taurus. Oh no. Does it? It should. Where is it? Where is Venus in Taurus? On the 28th. On the 28th. Okay. So. And Venus is your ruling planet. So that's why I brought that up. So it's mostly in Aries all month, and then it moves into Taurus at the end of the month. When it moves into Taurus, it's going into that shared resource house. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, starting with Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. So you're coming into this month with a sense of accomplishment, certain sense of victory. Now we have to remember that Vladimir Putin is a Libra, so we could apply this to him. So he may feel like he's, I mean, it's not to say that he is, or he could be, but there's a victory. There's a victory here. There's a sense of accomplishment. What is challenging that? That your accomplishments may be illusionary. So you have to be aware that what you see as a victory in the long run may not be a victory. And so you have to manage your expectations around what it is that you can succeed at as we come into this month. Let's see what's at the root. Getting your wishes fulfilled. We have the Nine of Cups at the root. So there is a certain amount of, this is what you wanted, this is what you asked for. But I think there's a lot of unintended consequences with this. So we'll see. We'll continue. Let's see what's in the past. We have the Four of Cups. This is a divine discontent. This can be boredom. This can be an unwillingness to look up from what you are looking at to see what is being offered. It's almost like you were too invested in a particular paradigm, and you weren't willing to look past that paradigm. And in that energy, you missed something, or something that was being offered was missed. And we have the Sun coming up. Full illumination, guys. Now, this is a really nice card to have at the top of a reading, unless you have something to hide, of course. But this means that the sun is out. The sun is it's a 19. It's the 19th card in the deck. It's a 19-1 vibration. 19-1 is about a new beginning. It's about sort of, the sun is out now, and now you get to like walk a different path. But it's generally a path in the complete opposite direction of where you were going. So you can take that. Let's see what's in the immediate future. We have the Seven of Wands. So you have the higher moral ground here, or you definitely have the advantage, if not the higher moral ground, in the case of, well, if we were to include Putin in this, right? I mean, I wouldn't call him the higher moral ground, but you do have a way out. There is an escape route. And so if you want, you can take that escape route. So it's like you have the benefit, and they're all coming at you, but you could, if you wanted to, say, you know what, I don't want to fight this fight anymore, and you can actually escape. So, all right, how it's seen from the outside, the King of Cups. I think that this energy really speaks to me of somebody who has people that they love and care about. What's the word I'm looking for? People that they love and care about at the front of their minds. Like, this is somebody who cares about people. So that's how you're seen. You're seen as somebody who takes their responsibilities to the people that they love take very seriously. Your domestic situation, you have the Nine of Wands. So the fight is there's still a fight to be had. You may be a bit battle weary and a little sore. No, I did yard work the other day. It only took me 3 days to recuperate from that. So it's kind of like that. You a little sore, but still ready. Still, this is about boundaries. This is about boundaries. You may feel at home that you have to keep your boundaries up. You have to keep things up. There's a sense of it's not time to relax. It's not time to relax yet. Let's see the hopes and fears, the Six of Cups. There's a nostalgia for the past here. There's a nostalgia for the past. So maybe the past seemed a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? A little nicer than the moment you're in. And then the outcome is the star. The outcome is the star. And this is hope. This is finding your guiding star. In the case of Putin, this could be the US. Let's see what's underneath. We have the King of Wands, the Page of Swords. That's 2 pages of swords so far that I've picked. And the Fool. So there is this actually, okay, for regular people, this says to me that you may have been in charge of something in some sort of situation, but information got out that required you to exit from that position. So if you have a position of leadership, something comes out and you are forced to move in a whole new direction. Okay. Or you could be that person who brings the truth to a situation and causes a sea change in something. Now, if we want to look at Putin, this certainly looks like his demise, but that could just be happy thoughts for me. And it's interesting, and I don't want to make this political, but very often the King of Wands comes up as Zelensky for me. So, although he is not the Libra, he's an Aquarius. We're going to be doing his sign next. All right, let's, I'm going to pull a spirit animal for Libra. Let's do that. And this is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reed. And we will see what spirit animal comes up for you, Libra. All right, let's just get a minute here. So we need a spirit animal for the sign of Libra for the month of May. The merry, merry month of May. I was taken by surprise by a pair of roving eyes. I was walking in the park one day. All right. We have dun 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 dun. Oops. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. You are never alone. Look at this beautiful card. Isn't that beautiful? Well, that's good because Libras do hate to be alone. All right, let's see what it says here. And I'll hold the card up so you guys can look at it while I read from the book. Yep. Okay. It says, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just words you speak. Otter Spirit message is that presence matters, so remember to be fully present with those you care about. Help them sense the love and affection and appreciation you have for them. Now is the time for joyful celebration of the love of your life that expresses as friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes as your full attention, saying, I care, you matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you have many who love and care about you, and you are never alone, and you are always loved. It's interesting because Putin doesn't really like people to touch him. All right, guys. Well, that's your reading for May. Please like and subscribe and keep your eyes peeled for my Astrology and Kabbalah of May. And May, we are starting a new Kabbalah class and a continuation of for my students who've taken my Kabbalah, my beginner's Kabbalah. Now we're going to be climbing the tree of life together. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful month. Like, subscribe. Namaste.